Hey, Farm Boy. I'm just gonna promote my stream. Hang on. Ding. Ooh, that's nice, but ding. Fight sim stuff with a DC-6. Come join and make fun of me and whatever. Hello, Alex. I've literally just finished my Chinese there a couple of minutes ago. Let's go to the screen. So we have two DC-6s, a TBM that's inside a DC-6, and a very confused... a very confused Bonanza that's sitting on its tail. Frame rate 13. Delicious 13 FPS. Alright, AFE, get going. So our route today, I have it on Sky Vector here. We're leaving JFK, heading over to the Hoffy intersection, up to Providence, and then the Norwich 7 arrival into Boston, hoping to land runway 27. Let's do that. So I have everything I need written above me. So if you see me looking up like this, I'm consulting my notes. 11599092.
Closed. Door warning lights. Out. Gear pins. Removed. 3 on board. Seat belts and pedals. Adjusted. Throttles. Set to idle. Propellers. Forward.
Hey, saucers.
Before start checks complete. Start engines.
How long start for me? I'm about to start engines now. So start 3.
3,
Prep 4.
6, 5, 12.
Bear in mind, Buzz, I have 4 engines to switch on, so you have time. Okay, start 4.
3, 6,
Prep 2.
5, 12.
Why can't they make planes simple? They do now. Starting 2, prep 1.
6, 5, 12.
Just go on the next land of 666 route? Fair enough. Two started. Select 1. Start 1.
3, 6, 5, 12.
Ooh. There she goes. Atlanta 666. Did you not? That's what I said. Right. After start checks.
Off and off. Battery switch. Plane battery. Generators and inverters. Checked and on. Emergency lights. Armed.
I think Derp's already taxiing somewhere. Oh no, just couldn't see him. Engines 2 and 3 seem... Are you using complex engine management? Well, we got... Slow down a bit? No. Pushback speed? Small bit of a tail strike there. That's fine. Right, what was the taxi route I said? Exit Lima, Lima, then Alpha, then Kilo. If drink Chinese make thirst. This is true.
Boost pumps.
So,
Pumps on low.
bear with... I also had a drink, to be fair.
Main tanks and crossfeed off. Autopilot and carbide. Off and cold. Hydraulic system.
There
Down,
we go.
forward, pressure and quantity checked. Okay. Flaps 20. Flaps set 20. Windows and turbine.
Okay. Good turn on to Alpha there, farm boy. Ooh, cargo loops. I wasn't joking when I said good turn into Alpha. That was legit good turn into Alpha. And again, good to Kilo. Right. Time to prepare for takeoff. So, I should have mentioned we pushed back from what was the old Pan Am World Port. Pan Am Terminal. Ah, that's less than ideal, Alex.
30 inches, stabilize. Stabilized. Cowl flaps. Cowl flaps. Cowl flaps set. Full power, please. Going full power.
Here we go. 8 FPS. 9. Oh, this will end well.
Full power set.
Take off 110 knots.
Master ring, gear up. Gear selected up.
Good dry takeoff.
Gear up, lights out.
Let's just see. How are we for trim immediately? Need nose up.
Flaps up. Flaps going up. Retail power. 60 retail power, 48.
Making a farm sim coach. Okay. That's interesting. You have the urges after a hotel after entering in Yankee Alpha.
Retail power set. Climb power.
I figured
Climb power.
because I'm not 100% confident with the 6, it's probably easier for me to go full. Well, not full length, but shortened to a certain extent.
Climb power set.
Hey, Anonymous.
Please. After takeoff checks complete.
Okay, let's get the gyro pilot engaging. Into loc mode. And climbing at 1,500 feet per minute. What is that alarm? Whatever it was, it's resolved itself now. Oh, that was the I'm too close to the beacon alarm. Okay, more climb. Well, boy, 124. Cheers to the follow. miles. Should be fine. So sad the Maria's gone. It's not gone. Well, the old one is. If you've seen any of the, if you've seen any Ukrainian statements, lol, the old one is. Up to me right now is... I think I might have fallen offline again. Oh yeah, is that... It's either an airport or some lights going, or a plane going jank. Yeah, for sure. I'm with you there, Lawboy. I was very sad, very angry. But the news, once confirmation came, that they're gonna either finish the second one or build a completely new one from scratch. If they're building from scratch, they can use modern materials. And avionics. And engines. How long does something like that take to build? Several years. I'm gonna be honest, like, even if they had the second one, if the second one is okay, which it might be, it was stored in a different warehouse. If the second one's okay, it'll be 2 to 3 years before it's ready. If it's not, you might be able to rejig some A380 tooling to get some composites made up fairly sharpish. Airspeed right now is 160. Bang on climb speed. Need to do some calculations. Where's my Chrome gone? Because I'm not using a flight... should mention this. I'm not using a flight computer at all. I'm using a calculator and Sky Vector. So... doing an Arch 7 from Providence. We'll say 5,000 by Providence. Which is there. So, calculator time. Calculator and a flip phone? Dude, I'm flying a 1953 tour in this thing. Flying 50 style. Even the calculator's pushing things a bit. I'm using Sky Vector for the locations and stuff. 14. Actually, no. Need to work this backwards. 34 plus 14. 48 plus 14. 62. I'm leveling off at 10,000 feet, which might seem low. It might seem low, but basically once I make the turn at Hoffy, I'm descending. So I got a turn coming up in 40 nautical miles. And that'll be start of descent. And even that's kind of, it's going to be a... Hang on, just need to shut up. Could you... Just need to shut up the ATC. Fly or take photos of the secret McAvoy port? Why not both? Why not light aircraft with the McAvoy port? Just to get some cool pictures of planes. Alex, actually, suggestion. Light aircraft, secret Mako airport, with AIG model matching going on. With full AIG, so you can get some sick pictures of like various planes landing there. Looked amazing. Yeah. I suggest plane spotting there with AIG and get some pictures of planes landing. So, right. I should probably put in the next frequency. There. And there. So now I can look up N2 to see we're 97 miles away from Providence. Sweet. Ah! I've just realized I've got some calculations wrong. 5. Factor that in. Bottom left here. Yeah, it's NDB needle. I am literally just using AFE. Okay. Right, okay. So I'm going to stay at 10,000 feet, but top of descent's a lot later than I was anticipating. Top of descent is going to be approximately 50 nautical miles to Providence. I don't understand, Derp, how I fly so much faster than you and I just use whatever the AFE sets. Like, I understand that the weather may be slightly different for you and whatever, but I don't... I'm only going 210 indicated. Yeah, 210 indicated ish. Engine stress is all in the green. All 4 engines are good. Does Q400 auto throttles? No, it runs FADEC. The Q400 Alex runs with the same system as CJ4. It's a FADEC. That's from memory. I might be wrong. You don't know the CJ4? No auto throttle per se, but there's a takeoff and climb detent and the engine will auto power based on those. You also in the Q400 need to manage the RPMs, the engine RPM for various phases of flight. Similar to the CRJ, kind of. Actually, yeah, very similar to the CRJ. That's got a FADEC too. But with the Q400, you've got the added complication of you need to manage the RPM of the engines as well. So it's up to that amount, grand. Let's go gyro mode. Just to hold steady. New York's looking, but probably actually not over New York anymore, or New York State. We're probably over Jersey. Probably over New Jersey. Let me have a look at the map. Here. Where are we for? Oh no, we're flying along. We're flying along Long Island. I also get the... Derp, do you even know where our turn is? Also, am I descending... That is Derp in the Independence livery. I'll say it again, by the way. If you see me looking up like this, I'm looking at the routing in numbers that I can understand. Okay. So I'm going to just turn a little bit left here, and it's honestly close enough. So it's radial 054. Uh-oh. Right. That. I forgot to tune out the turn. That didn't sound good. That was the autopilot disconnect. That was the gyro pilot disconnecting because... I'll tell you what went wrong there. I still had the turn tuned in, and I swapped to localizer mode. Localizer mode does not like it when you've got a turn programmed into the gyro pilot. So because I had the turn in and switched to localizer mode, it released the electronics, which flicked down that, and what I had to do was declutch the autopilot, or clutch, put the clutch in with the mechanical disconnect, switch the gyro pilot back on, then put the clutch back up, then put in the the altitude hold again. And now at 50 nautical miles we'll start descent. What is wrong with your engine 1, Derp? Something is very wrong with your engine 1. I suggest when you get back on the ground, repair the engine. That's a... Oh dear, landing's gonna be... Oh no. Landing is gonna be very spicy. Because, as far as I'm aware, Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't really know that runways get plowed when there's snow and they don't just turn white. So I'm definitely going to be using the ILS. On in the sun, cheers for the follow. Just use the ILS. I'm definitely going to be using the ILS. Autoland? Autoland. auto land in a DC-6. You're about 20 years early there, Alex. I can land it, to be fair. Like, I'll be able to land this no problem. The issue will be just lining up in the first place. And just realized this thing doesn't have heading hold. I'm gonna have to vector using the gyro pilot. Oh dear. The sun visor. Sun visor. Yeah. I should be able to go visual once I'm on final. It's just getting on final would be the issue.
26 inches, please. Seating 26 inches.
It should be about 500 feet per minute.
Altimeters and flight instruments cross-checked. Seatbelts on.
Do you know what's really funny, Alex? Most of this doesn't work. Airspeed 205. Most of this doesn't actually work. Got the TCA out unpacked. Nice. Like, all I ever use is the gyro pilot system. Okay, what? I'm gonna descend below, not you. Throttles... I used my own throttle. It's fine. JFK. Last 27 required to be a... Okay, we're gonna go to 4,000 or above. 5,000 should be fine. We'll intercept the ILS there. I'm not descending only to 6,000. There's Farming Boy and his Spitfire Bonanza. So if you've never flown the DC-6, I'm going to be on descent for the next 20 minutes or so from 10,000 feet. And this is just the only flight that I'm doing today. This is a group flight. I found a 1953 flight schedule of Pan Am. Very nice saucers that just did here, by the way. I just had a look at the pictures you sent me. 1953 flight schedule. I found around the world. Well, flight timetable. It was 50s. I found a round the world trip. I'm doing that. Started off last Saturday, off stream. Most of this is going to be off stream. Just for my own sanity, mainly so that I can do this in free time and not feel like I've got to set up a ridiculous amount of stuff for a stream. But started off in Chicago last week and flew to LaGuardia because I got mixed up between, I thought it was a 1951 schedule and Pan Am were operating out of LaGuardia in 1951. No, it's a 53 schedule, so this plane would have gone to JFK. We're now heading into Boston. The next flight I will plan out probably later tonight. Probably as soon as I'm finished, honestly. And see how long that's going to take. That's up to Gander. That might be an off-stream one. After Gander, I'm going to insert the North Atlantic crossing, because the flight timetable just says Gander to Shannon, which is a 10 to 12 hour flight in this, and I genuinely don't have the time to do that. So I'm probably going to add in intermediary stops at like Narsarsuaq or Nuuk and Keflavik. Then head down to Shannon from there. After Shannon, it's going to be Heathrow, which getting this into Heathrow is going to be entertaining. Because I think London might anger the game. And I can't remember where we're going after Heathrow. But that's the next, like, month or so, probably a bit more of flights, so that's all I need to worry about right now. And I am very limited on time generally. Gatwick better. Gatwick's not where Pan Am landed. Also, Buzz, I prefer Stansted. We are 29 miles from Providence, Rhode Island? Yeah, 29 miles from Providence. Luton's also good. I don't... See, the problem with Gatwick and Luton is Luton's EGGW, which I always keep thinking is Gatwick. I don't like Luton and Gatwick for that reason. EGGK is Gatwick, but EGGW, GW Gatwick, always confuses me. EGKK is Gatwick. The hell is EG? See, that's even worse. At least if it was EGGK, you could say, okay, it's the first and last letter. What's the first K stand for? I can understand what the first C in Manchester stands for. I'm not going to say it, but I know, I have an idea. EGLL is Heathrow. Yeah, but Heathrow actually makes sense to have EGLL. Because if you look up... hang on. If you look up Heathrow on Wikipedia, which is what I'm desperately trying to do right now, it was founded as where's the name? It's probably history of Heathrow. Why are we descending this early? Because there's a restriction of 5,000 or above, but by we're descending way early, aren't we? I factored in the 20 nautical miles again. There's a restriction of 5,000 or above by Providence, and that's where we're headed right now. Heathrow was originally called... not Hounslow Heath. Not Harmons... well, it was originally called Harmonsworth. Post-war. It had a different name beginning with L. It was London something or other that... I can't remember what the original name was. The older name, Heathrow old name. It was just, yeah, just called London. Which is comical because it took the main London airport title from Croydon. So I'm going to descend to 4,000 feet and then start slowing. Because once we leave Providence... I should have just left it as 30 miles that I calculated now that I look at it. But once we leave Providence, luckily it's mainly flatlands, so it's fine. Last time, how did I do this? Last time I miscalculated the descent that it was too short. This time I've calculated that it's too long, and I used the exact same set of numbers. I have cake. It's not a lie, guys. You didn't realize how long my beard is? Yeah, it's reasonably long. And for some reason it smells nice. You have a pandan cake from Chinatown? Nice. Never had one, but that sounds nice. This is a strawberry gâteau, which is apparently very light. Okay, and hold altitude here, please. At 3,900, that's close enough. Right. So, in 5 miles, just go like that. 5 miles, 074. There we go. I'm gonna have some cake. It feels like I'm eating air. That is ridiculous. I don't have Mr. Hang on. Hang on, I'll get the next best thing. Put that to there. This is what you get, Alex. It's what you get for complaining. Giant flash. Can I... No, I have no control over the throttles currently. Good. So we're on this track until 16 nautical miles out. I'll probably extend slightly, but oh no, I need to get to Boston. Boston 112.7. I know what I'm doing here. This is kind of 11.3. It might seem weird that I've just programmed 112.7 into the non-gyropilot computer to get to Boston, but it gives me an indicator of where Boston is, and I want it to be roughly 270 and about 15 miles, so I can vector myself from there basically. That cake was delicious. That was ridiculously good. So, right. Here's how I'm navigating right now. This box is giving me the solid line, basically. That's what I'm following. The second box over there is giving me this line that has basically a hole in it. That's pointing at Boston Logan Airport, which is just over there. My plan is to start vectoring momentarily to be about 15 nautical miles outside of Boston, which is this DME here, with this pointing at about 270. So I'm going to be using the this is a bad idea. I'm going to be using the gyropilot to vector. This is a bad idea. Okay, gyropilot, what do you say? I'm gonna start vectoring from here. Let's go in range.
Normal. Fuel booster pumps. On low. Fuel tank selectors. Mains on, cross feed off. Hydraulic bypass valve. Down. No smoking signs. On. In-range checks complete.
There's Derp again. The snow has suddenly ended. I'm gonna bank right a few well, gonna put in a right turn here to about 090 should do. Thereabouts. Because I was a bit aggressive with the gyro pilot, it's getting angry at me. Deservedly so. So now I should be flying effectively level with the airport. Which is 28 miles that way. Let's go full RPMs. Oh, that's... Yeah, no, the plane does not like being over-revved at all. Right. Just want to see this start going up again. There's an F-18 around us. Oh god, of course there is. Just watching the DME number right now. Also, I'm going to have a... No, that's too hot still. I was going to have a cup of tea, but no, it's too hot. Bear in mind, I don't have any maps up that are tracking where I'm going. I'm navigating solely by these instruments that you have on screen. You have all the same information I do. Right now. So just watching that number, when it starts rising, I'll start turning left. In fact, I can tune in. The ILS. Yeah, we're not going 471 knots. It's 27.3 or 4 miles. I make it that we're actually quite far left of the field, or far to the south of the field, so let's just get a small bit of turning in to get to about 060. I'm definitely not, mainly because this thing can't go that fast. So bear in mind, Buzz, I'm navigating... Like, all my information is these instruments. I'm doing this properly, properly 50s style. Give me the button. There we go. All your info is the U1000. It's a lot more information than I've got. Like, I've got my airspeed, the direction I'm flying, the direction of the airport, and how high I am. That's effectively it. You're in the oldest plane. Yeah, you are actually. The Spitfire is the oldest plane that's flying. TBM has no steam gauges. Yeah, that's why I don't like it. That's why I like the PC-6. But oh, there goes Farming Boy and his Spitfire that breaks the model matching. I need to get that Spitfire at some point. If only for reasons of a stream I have planned in the distant future. I have a thing planned where I want as many people in Spitfires as possible. Maybe a couple in the same plane as me. Check the games later. Oh no, I can buy it, Buzz. And Farming Boy, I know where to buy it. That's not the issue. I have a plan. I can check DMs now, by the way. I have my DMs open in front of Flight Sim. You can't see it. I haven't sent it yet. Yeah. But, like, my point is you can send DMs at any point. I've got the stream set up to not show them. Yes, Farming Boy, I can see you typing there. In Discord. Get ahead of DMs and fly the damn plane. Fine. Let's see what's going on here. 25.3, 330. Okay. That means that Logan is there. I think it might be that one over there. So we should be able to go a bit more left. Go to 030 now. And button. So I'm very slowly and carefully navigating the plane towards the airport without pointing it directly at it, because I do want to... There's the... Oh god, yeah, there's the airport. Yeah. Yeah. I'll leave that in for now. Just resync the engines. Does that look like a 15 miles? Start heading north. And while the plane's turning, there we go. This plane can be a handful to fly, but kind of get the idea of what's going on here. It's fine. Buzz that to sea. That's where the ILS starts. It starts 15 miles out to sea. I'm just waiting to intercept the glide slope to see where I am on it, in regards to it. I think I've turned north a bit early. I might be able to figure this out. You forget you're flying VFR. I mean, that's fair. Be on the ground. Fair enough. I'm going to trust the instruments here. I'm not going to go VFR. I trust myself, but I want to see... Because I screwed it up in the first flight, and I never mentioned it. I screwed up the ILS in the first flight. I want to figure out how to use the ILS in this, so that's kind of part of my motivation here. Okay. Disable that. Enable that. We'll see how she goes here. Descending. Your plane is not Turing. It's not. It would not pass the Turing test. Okay, so 19 miles out. At 10 we'll go before landing. Jeez, hello. At 10 we'll go with the before landing checks. Because I'll want more flaps in than it'll give me. Why are you calling him Chess Buzz? You can't spell. Do you have a typing impediment? It's like a speech impediment, but with typing. Right. Speed looks okay. Altitude's okay. Climb rate 0. I'm concerned about the ILS. We should be intercepting glide slope soon. Just want to configure that. We have to wake up early. Comically, I'll be waking up early tomorrow, but I can't go to bed yet. Not for a few hours. So I'm minding Flash, which means I don't get to sleep until like legitimately like half 1 or 2 o'clock, and I'm awake by 8. And my sleep isn't the best quality. I'm doing good. I've had a rough week, but other people have had rougher weeks. Other people have a lot rougher weeks. I'm good though. I'm good. Just existential dread at, you know, the state of the planet right now, generally speaking. Plan is now Tony Klein, Loner Rippet, Arctic Boston. Have you got lost, Jerp? Tune in on Nav 1 112.7. 112.7 into Nav 1. That is the Boston VOR. I will point you at Boston. You've had a hand fly. Oh, GG, Buzz. Okay, intercepting ILS. Had trouble waking up after getting your COVID vaccine. You have zero energy for like an hour after waking up. Someday in bed doing that. Yeah, I know that feeling. Plane, why are you suddenly just ripping it down? We should be intercepting ILS shortly. However, 4 landing checks. Under BMAP. ADB map. BMAP 60. Okay, there we go. Speed's coming down at last. And where's the field? See, Cheese? You're gonna miss the landing, though. Why does the plane even need so many gauges? Engine 1, Engine 2, Engine 3, Engine 4. Engines 1 and 2, Engines 3 and 4. Engines 1 and 2, Engines 3 and 4. Engines 1 and 2, Engines 3 and 4. Flap position. Engines 1 and 2, Engines 3 and 4. 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 Temperature. That's why it needs so many. It's letting me know all the engine details. Gyropod's disconnected. Couldn't come in flap 30. That should be okay. The worrying thing is, I still can't see the airport. Possibly because I was never lined up for it in the first place. Okay, field and sight gone visual. Landing lights on, are extended, good. I'm not seeing Pappies. You're about 2 minutes behind me in your version. Nice. Did you straight up get lost, Derp? I don't understand why you suddenly went RNAV. Easy. Something big just loaded in, possibly Boston itself. We're above slope. You're headed towards Tana, so just started from there. Fair enough. Oh, now I see the pappies. They're 4 wide. That's not good. Okay, come on. Come on, Super Clipper. This feels like I'm awfully low. PIO, 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 come on. Bounced. Landing checks. I'm gonna hold short here and watch Derp landing. Or not, because Derp's already on the ground. I think. Drone speed. Now that's Buzz hovering. I can hear Derp. Oh, there he is. Threatening drone of distant props. Thank you, A320. So let's watch from the touchdown zone. See how close Derp gets. If it's anything like my landing, nowhere near. I touched down about 4,000 feet into the runway. Where did I put my e-cig? There it is. Mine was soft. It just could have been better. Buzz, will you keep an eye on my plane for me? Because I get this distinct feeling it's rolling off. I'm just going to hold the brake. I can't hold the brake. Just, Buzz, let me know if my plane's rolling off into the, like, the river or something. Looks fine. Sweet. Why is my camera suddenly moving? Alright, let's get to the terminal. There goes the rest of my tea. I did do the left landing checks, didn't I? Yes. Like a glove. Parking brake on. And parking checklist. Parking checklist.
Parking brake is set. Cut engines.
Oh, they were supposed to go on 3412. Because shutdown is the same order as startup. And Derp's parking inside a Frontier A320. Can I get... I want to see if I can do something stupid here. Jetway. Jetway. Oh, they won't attach the jetway. Well, give me catering, baggage, power, and whatever. Engine off, doors open? Good idea. Let's, go cockpit. I don't know why I did that instead of using the keyboard like I've been doing this entire time, but hey. Ramp manager. Wheel chocks in. Pitot cover on. Engine oil pans down. Mechanic stands on. GPU on. Tow bar and tractor on. Doors all open. 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 Why are you closing the door? No, that's not what I told you to do. Deploy the stairs. There we go. That's everything in place for my beautiful Pan Am plane. that's gonna do it. I'm not gonna send you guys over to any of these, because this was kind of planned, but short, but also fight sim. So I'll be back tomorrow with Farm Sim probably. Until then, stay safe. Goodbye. Slava Ukraine.